Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Zal here, and we are back again with another lore reaction video for you. I hope you're all doing very, very well. I hope everyone's doing very good. Another long week of work this week, and then obviously we've got the Sunbreak video coming Tuesday for you, depending on when this comes out. You may already have seen that one, or this is before. If it is before, lucky you. But yes, kind of staying on the subject of a very large elder dragon, which, as you guys know, who joined me in the Kulve Taroth community event, we took her down. We took her down, not once, not twice, 3 times, I think, possibly even 4. Possibly even 4. Crack team of hunters by my side, a crack second team. We did it. We did it. And I definitely wasn't to blame at all for any wipes or deaths that happened in that. Why not
after
celebrate with another lore video? And who better than obviously Team Darkside, but also Kulve Taroth himself. Sorry, did I say himself? Were you triggered for a second? I bet you were. Herself. So this lovely female is what we're going to be reacting to now. There is a new reaction screen, which you're going to see in hopefully 3, 2, 1. And there it is. This particular screen was brought to you by Dragon Proto. Once again, he's the person that has obviously done the entire stream for us, who made all those amazing scenes, subscriber alerts, tip alerts, lots of different things. And I'm hoping to work with Dragon actually on future projects and future things once I'm able to bring up the moolah a little bit. Alright, but yes, let's get straight down to Kulve Taroth. So we're obviously revisiting a Team Darkside lore video. They do very well with what they're doing, and I figure that Kulve Taroth isn't necessarily going to have so many spoilers into Iceborne, which our last one that we reacted to, the Basil Goose, did a little bit, just in the fact that there was a variant. So I'm kind of trying to avoid that as much as I can, but Kulve Taroth, let's get straight into it. Let's go.
Vanishing for decades, Kulve Taroth, the elusive elder dragon hiding deep within caverns of gold and silver, has only...
By the way, I don't think I've said it yet, and I'm obviously going to revisit it in the final boss themes. Kulve Taroth's theme, I love. Really, really nice. Bespoke, exquisite, just golden, some would say.
Recently
absolutely golden.
Emerged. Welcome back to TDS.
Yes.
My name is Chris, and I welcome you to another very exciting lore video.
Let's do it.
This was the first siege added to Monster Hunter World, a new type of hunt where up to 4 separate teams of hunters join forces to achieve one goal.
Oh yes.
Investigating, tracking, and finally confronting the glorious dragon. This challenge calls for hunters to work together as a team and rely on each other, kind of like a reliable sponsor. This video is once again sponsored by Patreon. Huge thanks to every one of our 31 patrons for the support and making this video possible.
Wow.
Setting her apart from so many other monsters around her, Kulve Taroth is unique in that her siege is not always available, as hunters must wait for her to reappear. Kulve has a history of vanishing, starting around 40 years before the events of Monster Hunter World, when she was firstly discovered by the First Fleet.
It only took 40 years.
However, shortly after she was reported, she disappeared, leaving them unable to do any meaningful research on the creature. The glorious dragon had simply vanished, leaving the guild with nothing tangible. After the death of Zora Magdaros and the defeat of Xeno'jiiva, Kulve Taroth finally reappeared. After signs of her arrival in the ancient forest, the Commission knew that Kulve had become active once again. After investigation, the Commission was led to a new and mysterious locale, the Caverns of El Dorado. As soon as the location was pinned down, the guild quickly organized the Commission's very first siege, tasking hunters with breaking Kulve Taroth's horn for further study. Arriving in the Caverns of El Dorado, hunters find...
It is weird. I don't understand why it's called the Caverns of El Dorado. El Dorado. But... because the game so far has like nothing to do with Latin sides of things or Spanish sides of things or anything to do with that. So why it's called the Caverns of El Dorado? Unless you're meant to take away everything, you know, human that we know of language and differences between cultures, etc. Maybe it's just part of the... I don't know. It seemed weird to have it called El Dorado, though. I thought there would have been something... like a proper reason as to why it's called that. Maybe we're going to find out. But it's really weird. To me, anyway.
Sprawling paths that allow for small, distant glimpses of something moving through the cave system. After tracking her and traversing the area, Kulve can finally be taken head-on. Curiously, Kulve displays a strange behavioral pattern when compared to most Elder Dragons. Kulve is largely docile and will not attempt to directly attack the hunter, shrugging off most attempts of attack until she's pushed back into the upper layers of her nest. One interesting detail about Kulve is that despite her large metal coat, she's highly agile and quite strong, hinting at an immense physical strength moving this massive coat around behind her. We also see her forming new tunnels in El Dorado in real time, with her melting through walls or simply smashing past them with brute strength. Measuring in at about half a meter longer than Sanojiva, Kulve Taroth is enormous, with most of her incredible size coming from her massive external golden shell. This gold has many strange properties, but upon breaking it off from her body, we learn that the metal itself contains weapons from hunters who failed to bring it down, making each failed attempt at a hunt do nothing but reinforce its armored shell. Kulve achieves this by melting weapons and other precious metals.
I thought we just got the weapons as like a reward. I didn't actually realise there was lore about it. Or to it. That's pretty cool. So they're from failed hunters? Or just weapons that got stuck in her coat? That's pretty neat. That's very cool. That's very cool indeed. I like that.
Into its coat and letting them cool. This leads us to Kulve Taroth's most striking feature, her gigantic twisting horns, which are held as the final objective of the siege. Not only are they covered in large quantities of gold like the rest of her body, but they also appear to be the source of most of her powers, similar to many other Elder Dragons. Scholars' best guess is that the exterior shape of the horns allow her to burrow through the earth, while the interior appears to also possess some sort of magnetism that attracts precious metals to her as she moves through the earth. Though her physical size and strength are already impressive, Kulve Taroth is also able to superheat herself, dramatically raising her own internal temperature, softening precious metals and forging them into herself. When she reaches high temperatures, Kulve is capable of breathing fire at her foes. The heat of this flame is incredible, wiping out hunters and being able to easily melt the arena in which she makes her last stand.
No, quite right.
This flame is a fearsome weapon,
she
but
destroyed
it is
us
also
many
Kulve's
times.
biggest weakness. Kulve Taroth's armored hide is very resilient, but when enough damage is done to her chest, her hide will mollify and weaken. This is the result of the organs in Kulve's chest that stabilize her internal temperature being damaged. During this mollification, her body temperature rapidly increases, reaching up to nearly 1,400 degrees Celsius if she is also enraged. The heat softens the gold that is embedded in her hide and along her coat, meaning Kulve will take increased damage across her entire body, as well as making the hunter's task of breaking off pieces of Kulve far easier, aiding in the Commission's research. When she first reappeared, Kulve Taroth proved difficult to study, even for seasoned hunters. Her siege has a unique mechanic to it, that each attempt is considered separate, meaning that most research gathered in each hunt is not carried over. To those who don't really care about research, this may not seem to matter, but as we increase her research level, we increase not only the time we have to face her, but also the final rewards. Kulve Taroth is one of the very few monsters in Monster Hunter World that will actually retreat from battle, which results in a rather small time limit. The main target for this siege is to break the horns off of Kulve Taroth in order to help us further research her biology. But this is no easy task. Kulve's horns are extremely difficult to break in the short time limit we have, with 3 individual part break layers we have to get through. The durability of the horns, the elusiveness of the dragon, and the danger she presents, these are the reasons that Kulve Taroth isn't just a hunt, it's a siege. Failing the quest is likely, either by running out of cards or with Kulve escaping, but as each team puts research towards the final goal, Kulve Taroth's horns are eventually broken. With as extravagant as Kulve Taroth is, the weapons we receive as rewards are just as remarkable, covered in precious metals of their own. Due to the fact that these weapons are given directly as rewards, they're quite unique in that there is no crafting involved in their creation. Instead, they are given to us in a raw, unappraised form. It is said that these weapons are extracted from the gold in Kulve Taroth's horns and coat, with the smithy shaping them into incredibly powerful equipment for the hunter. Each of the weapons hidden in the golden hide were unique, with multiple variants for each weapon type, including different elemental effects, status capabilities, and secondary bonuses like defense. For quite some time, these weapons were considered some of the best a New World hunter could get their hands on. Taking a step back from the Elder Dragon herself, the Caverns of El Dorado are quite a marvel in their own right.
They are.
Supposedly, these caves were carved out over many years by Kulve moving through the earth, harvesting the ore and minerals, and leaving behind an incredible twisting and sprawling area beneath the surface. And so the creator of the caves, Kulve Taroth, can navigate easily, allowing her to maintain a level of stealth despite her massive size.
Nice.
Kulve's influence can be seen all throughout El Dorado, with sparkling metals and crystals all along the walls. The bioenergy of Kulve, as well as the Everstream, turned the caverns into their own ecosystem, and a variety of local species have begun to make the caverns their home. There are many small species of endemic life, from gold helm crabs to copper calapus. However, one of the most interesting occurrences here, the Gold Tribe. This unique Gajalaka tribe is exclusive to the Caverns of El Dorado. These Lunians will use the precious metals in the caverns as well as parts that fall off of Kulve Taroth to fashion themselves exotic weapons and armor. Unlike normal Gajalaka, they do significant damage even to high gear.
They do.
After leaving the magnificent Caverns of El Dorado, hunters likely had no idea that they'd be back 2 more times for far scarier and far more dangerous encounters with the Mother Goddess. Our first return was an encounter with Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth. Very few monsters were found to have an Arch-Tempered form, but each and every one has been devastating. AT Kulve Taroth is no exception, with the new ability to rapidly chain breath attacks together, as well as a brand new condition of permanent enrage called her Furied State. While in this
we went
mode,
against the
Kulve's
Arch-Tempered one,
attacks are
right?
faster, stronger,
I think that's the only one we could go against.
To leave incredibly dangerous residual flame or molten
Correct me if I'm wrong.
behind. On top of all of this, AT Kulve had a brand new coat, one that appears to be a magnificent combination of platinum and opal. This remarkable new coat not only makes this appearance of Kulve more resilient than her gold-robed counterpart, it also appears to be more elementally attuned, greatly affecting the weapons found in her. The combination of the far more aggressive behavior, as well as the difference in the metals she cloaked herself in, led the guild to believe this may have been an entirely different subspecies.
Because our one was definitely gold.
The rewards for taking on an Arch-Tempered monster are often extravagant, and AT Kulve was no exception. Anyone able to complete her siege was rewarded with the even more magnificent Kjar weapons. These share the glistening pearlescent colors of AT Kulve and pack an even more powerful ability when compared to the previous Taroth weapons. These weapons were mostly famed for their incredibly potent elemental and status effects, as well as marking
the weapons I got were
time
definitely
weapons
gold,
included set bonus
and her
skills
coat
like
was
critical
gold,
element or critical status. Arch-Tempered Kulve Taroth was the last time we thought we'd see a glorious dragon, especially after Safi'jiiva filled the siege slot for Master Rank. But to the surprise and delight of many, Master Rank Kulve Taroth emerged. Similar to AT Kulve, this form is even more powerful than anything seen before, even retaining the added features of her Arch-Tempered form. But unlike previous encounters, Master Rank Kulve Taroth was ferocious and fearless. She no longer ran after her horns were broken, she instead chose to fight to the death. Defeating her not only allowed the hunters to craft her brand new armor, it also gave them the chance to take their old Kjar and Taroth weapons and bring them up to Master Rank levels, with some reaching incredible levels of power. Kulve left us with many memorable
I do have the water insect glaive from Kulve Taroth, which I'm very excited about, because that's meant to be pretty insane. I need a good charge blade though. Maybe we'll pick one up on the 21st. Be there. Hope to see you there.
Hunts, from the harrowing challenge of facing the Mother Goddess, to meeting interesting new endemic life, and to exploring the truly majestic Caverns of El Dorado. It is no wonder that so many of us fondly remember the glorious Kulve Taroth. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know down below what monster you would like to see next. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Wow, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for watching. Another incredible lore video from, you know, the masters that be Team Darkside. I'm pretty sure the Kulve Taroth we went for was just a high rank golden one. I don't remember going against a platinum or opal, but I do remember getting 2 weapons that had the like rainbowy outer glow. So I don't know if that means we did or didn't. Either way, Kulve Taroth is pretty insane in her own right. It would be interesting to see what Nergigante would do with Kulve Taroth, bearing in mind it feeds off of, I guess, the... Is it the Elder Stream? I want to say the Elder Stream, but I'm pretty sure I've butchered that. Or the energy from, obviously, the crystals and everything like that. It would be interesting to see. Mind you, I don't know if he would really be able to do anything. Maybe. I'm sure there's lore about it somewhere or something. I'll have to look around. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this lore video. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for obviously who came to the community event on Thursday. Last Thursday, Thursday the 4th? Yes, Thursday the 4th. Amazing event, really good numbers. We filled the lobby. It was great. Yeah, really, really fun. A lot of you were saying you've never seen Astera gathering up so full, which was nice. And obviously special thanks to Parsi, Basilisk and Abyssal, who joined me on the hunt for Kulve. And we took her down once. The other team did it 3 times, but we did it once. So we were the A set hunters that night. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know what else I should be looking at to react to. Preferably not with spoilers to Iceborne, because we're getting close. We're getting close to starting Iceborne. Once I can kill Nergigante and Xeno, I will be happy. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. And obviously look out for details of the next community event stream. Take care everyone. Bye bye.